I think what we'll do is we'll look at Polyflex. Polyflex is designed for direct application onto your very, very flexible plastic components, your soft bumpers and so on, okay? Obviously what you want there out of a product, as well as the typical, what we talked about so far, fast, speed, easy sanding, reduction amount of materials that we use. What we also now need is we need flexibility. Really, we need to ensure that any filler that we apply to any substrate, whether it's going to be some plastics off a motorcycle or just like what you're doing out there with Frankie, you'll want flexibility, and the product needs to be more flexible than that to which it's being applied.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
So if your bumper flexes this much, you need the body filler to be able to flex this much.
Yeah, and that would work well with another product which I'm friggin' excited about, which is in the background. Do you know what I mean? Which is that multi-fix stuff.
Right. Also ideal for capping off your multi-fix repairs as well. Any repair that you've done on a plastic component, as I say,
so this is like
component,
sort of
plastic
finishing?
Welding. We're looking at finishing grade material here. Very similar, you'll see in appearance and application to the Easy Sand. It's that same creamy texture. Similar sort of, let's say that the base formulation might be very, very similar. We've added a lot of additional ingredients such as the flex additive, and to ensure that we achieve maximum adhesion as well. Because plastics, a lot of the time we don't know what we're always working on.
No, that's the thing, and they don't identify them like they bloody should do.
So here we go.
Look at that. That's, do you know what I mean? This, like I said, but the amount of custom work I do, or that we do here as a company.
You see it's just flowing out now as it is.
This is what I'm excited about. Because we will cut bumpers, like we will blend bumpers together. If something we think should be there, and we need something that we can use as a finishing grade to reduce our level of build regarding fiberglass. You know, and this is the answer to my prayers.
Once again, as you can see, we're looking at the same mixing ratio. Nice 4-inch puddle, ribbon straight across the centre.
Beautiful. God,
so it's that texture, once again, that creaminess, that's viscosity is similar to the Easy Sand. And yeah, as you rightly said, this is a finishing product. Obviously, you're not going to get a heavy vertical hold out of this.
No.
It'll be another product.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, we'll go through what each one is for, and what it can be
some
used
examples,
for, and the limits that it can achieve. And you know full well that Backstreet Customs is going to test the shit out of this stuff.
And push the limits.
Damn right, bloody damn right. I will, you know, once I've done a bumper and smoothed it off and whatnot, I have no qualms with chucking it off the top of my booth. And if it doesn't crack, brilliant, job done. If it cracks, sand it down, redo it. And that is actually how I test my bumpers.
Once again, you know, I was talking to you about unmixed product. You can see there, just before I clean that off completely, we've got some trace harden there, probably some product here that's not adding harden mixed into it at all. So, once again, these little tips.
You're full of tips today, aren't you, dude?
Absolutely, it's what it's all about. It's all about little tips.
It's just like a wealth of knowledge. Do you know what I mean?
Easier.
And I am your sponge in a non-perverse kind of way.
Same again, small amount of product onto the repair area. Working in.
Look at that.
Beautiful, huh?
Oh, we've got a bit of doodahs, but no issue for that. Look at that. That's it. Like, you know what I mean?
Once again, we're building up in layers. No need to apply all your filler in one lump.
No, and also there's no need to apply, like, do a layer, let it cure, sand it down, do a layer, let it cure, sand. Just build it up.
You're going to be limited by what your vertical hole is going to be on the product.
Yeah.
So we'll allow that to cure. What we'll also do is here on the mixing board is we'll spread this out. And what we'll do is afterwards, once it's fully cured, we'll just look at what the limits are of its flexibility.
Why not?
But you can also see there without...
Look, it's not dragging.
Too much effort.
As well. It's, you know, we've got to give some credit to those spreaders, man.
These spreaders are fantastic. Also available. Spray guns direct. As hopefully, if not soon, the putty paddles will be.
The sushi knives.
Sushi knives.
The sushi knives. Let's let it cure and then we'll be back.
We'll have a look. Right, so back on to the Polyflex, which we've applied over the Fibertech on this demonstration panel. And we once again say self-leveling. Yeah, as you can see there.
Dude, that's so
super
smooth.
fine finish.
That's so smooth.
We're going to use Once again, we're using 120 and 180 abrasives. We're staying away from the very, very heavy coarse stuff.
You don't need to. You don't need it.
Don't need it, absolutely.
Don't need it.
And this is why, you know, so the applications we're looking at all these products in today for you are slightly different to the mainstream accident repair.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you know, we're very, very custom. We like to take our time. We like to make sure stuff is done right. This just means, yes, we can still make sure things are done right because we're using the best product. It just means we can get it done quicker.
Yep.
So, you know, we don't have to spend so much time umming and ahhing. And then for a vast amount of fast body repairs, fast fit centres that I know what we do, this stuff is, don't look at it as in like, oh wow, it's that much for a tub. Look at it as in what you're going to say.
Well, we haven't even talked about the price of the products yet.
No.
Although,
Mate,
I couldn't tell you what they are anyway, but...
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even question. They're that good, I just don't care.
Price doesn't sell these products.
No way.
Performance and quality.
If they look at it from a price aspect, then they need to look at what they're saving in the other lines of
Exactly.
what the repair is.
What you're saving time, what you're saving abrasives.
Yeah, and your primers,
We've been using the
baking
same,
time.
We've done 1, 2, we've probably 5 repairs in today, or 5 demonstrations in.
Yeah.
We're using the same abrasives that we've been using all morning, so...
Yeah, no ifs, no buts. It's like Ron Seal, it does exactly what it says on the tin. That is just effortless. Absolutely effortless. And the thing is as well, the other problem is obviously you can see, look at my hands and whatnot, I've got rheumatoid arthritis in all my joints, I'm pretty fucked. So when something like this comes along, which is going to make my life easier, which is not going to put so much strain on my hands, then I'm all for it. And this is doing exactly that. It is blowing me away. Every single product we try, every single thing we do with the full EVERCOAT range is outstanding. You know what I mean? I'm going to scream this from the rooftops.
So if you look there, you can see you can still achieve that very, very fine finish that you would associate with the easy sand.
Yeah.
But,
this is the flexibility properties.
Once again, the same product we applied earlier at the same time, just to show that, you know, it is, the product has cured, we've allowed it to cure.
Yeah, we don't want anyone thinking, oh,
Sounds nice and crisp, fully cured,
and it's stuck like
sands absolutely beautifully.
It's stuck to the cardboard, man.
Proper mixing board, eh?
Yeah, damn right.
Right.
Check
Let's
this
have a
out.
look.
Yeah, this is...
So most body fillers about now, I think they'd fail.
Yeah.
But that is still within reason for a regular body filler, outside of its expectations.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a specialised flexible filler for plastic components. Let's see if we can get right up here on a crease line and see at what point we're going to expect a failure. I think it's going to start to fail around about now.
It's going to be that final click, isn't it?
There we go. It's just starting to stress and strain. There we go. Well, right.
Hang on.
So we've pretty much we've doubled that up on itself there.
Look at that.
But in the main, you know, flexibility. You're never going to need a body filler to flex any more than that. I mean, what are you going? What sort of component are you going to need to apply that sort of abuse to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flexible filler, but with all the sanding characteristics that you'd associate with one of our other premium products. I'll just show you again. We get right in there close. Full crease. There we go. And I think to pinch it there.
Don't follow my living loose. I've been humming too many words. Got a weak self-esteem that's been stomped away from every single dream. But it's something else that brought us peace. Keep it all inside so we feel we can unleash. But I think that you made it up. I think that your mind is gone.